They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play fake. Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malik Harrison came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Buying time. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Play action now. Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete to Rager. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On the handoff, Gainwell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. 2nd and 16. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now here's a throw that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And got his man complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. K.J. Hamler as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Here's Jackson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Bridgewater now. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Gainwell.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell
With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A pass there complete to Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll check this one down to Gainwell.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Jackson on 3rd and long.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's got him in, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They go play action. Bridgewater letting one go deep for the end zone.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Jackson.
That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Jackson. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To the air again with Bridgewater. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Bridgewater. Connecting with Hill. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Bridgewater to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now Jackson. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Lock to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Jackson's going to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. Past the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Eagles, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.